Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. And I know this is crazy that I'm just going to start off like this, but the Saints are still alive for the playoffs, unfortunately, because now they're just going to put us through misery for these last 5 weeks. NFC South is brutal. It's awful. It stinks. So the Saints actually have a chance to make the playoffs. This week against the Bucks is going to be, this is the week. If they lose this game, it's basically over with, and just put us out of our misery if you're going to do it. If they win, we're going to stress about it for 4 more weeks. But the Bucks, their schedule, they remain in schedule. They play the Saints week 13. We're 4-8. They're 5-6. We'll be tied in wins if we can win that game. And then the Bucks play the 49ers. Then the Bucks play the Bengals. That can easily, very, very easily be a 3-game losing streak for them. Then they have the Cardinals, Panthers, and Falcons after that. So these next 3 games for the Bucks will not be easy. Will not be easy at all. So, it's possibilities out there. I'm not getting my hopes up because, man, we haven't done anything to say we're going to win any of these games that we have remaining. The Falcons, they have the Steelers, then the bye week, then they have the Saints, Ravens, Cardinals, Bucks. That's a very tough schedule for them remaining. I can honestly only see 2 possible wins, and of course one of those are the Saints because we're not that good. The Panthers actually have the easiest schedule, in my opinion, remaining. They have a bye week this upcoming week. Then they have the Seahawks, the Steelers, the Lions, the Bucks, and then the Saints. They have the easiest schedule remaining, but they're also the worst team. I don't think they really want to make the playoffs, so I'm not sure how it's going to go for them to end this season. But, they're still alive. They're 4-8 just like us, so you can't just discredit them because, hey, they're still alive. Then you have the Saints. Man. Our remaining schedule will be the Bucks, then the Falcons, then the Browns, then the Eagles, then the Panthers. The Bucks game, like I said, super big. Falcons game, super, super big. Those 2 games, you can win those 2 games, get yourself to 6-8, which is absolutely insane thing to say. Then you're probably going to be in the driver's seat for the division. That's absolutely insane, but the game is the game. Then you have the Eagles week 17. That's going to be a question mark. Can we beat the Eagles? Absolutely not if they're healthy. At this point, you have to be realistic with ourselves. We can't stop mobile quarterbacks. They've been playing well. It's just not going to happen. But if they got the number 1 seed locked up already, maybe they rest some guys. We'll see. Then you have week 18 against the Panthers. I'm sure if the Saints were in the driver's seat for the playoffs, they would like to spoil that for us. Or maybe they'll be in the driver's seat for the playoffs at that point, and that'll be a must-win game for them. Who knows how that's going to play out. But major things have to change for the Saints. Do I think they will? Absolutely not. If they didn't change already, I don't think they will. But we can talk about some things. Obviously, the most important thing is the Saints need to be healthy. The Saints need to be healthy. Marshawn Lattimore needs to come back, especially against the Bucks this week. It sucks that he'll have to come back against, a pretty good receiving core. But, hey, man, he's Marshawn Lattimore. I have faith. He practiced last week, so if he plays this week, that'll be a big blessing for that Saints defense. So getting healthy, that would definitely, just help us in general. The offensive line needs to get healthy. The Bucks front 7 has always gave us trouble. They've always been pretty good against the run. We'll have to get those guys healthy. After that, another suggestion I'll give them, Rashid Shaheed, he should be wide receiver 2. I've seen enough. I think the fans have seen enough. He needs to be wide receiver 2. You start Olave and Rashid on the outside. You let Jarvis Landry work in the slot, and let that be your guys. Let that be your guys. No Kevin White, no Traquan Smith, no Callaway. I'm good. I promise you. We all are good. No offense to those guys. Rashid Shaheed, man, he's got the big playability. He's explosive. He gets open. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a full chance at receiver 2. What's the worst that can happen? Let's all be honest. What's the worst that can happen? I would like to see that with Olave, with Jarvis. Quarterback situation, I'm not even going to touch on that. We all know that it's a shit show over there. It's a shit show at quarterback. Whoever's gonna play, they're gonna play him. I'm not really wasting my breath on them anymore, man. Andy Dalton, Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston. I just whatever Dennis Allen wants, that's what he's gonna do. So you just do what you want at quarterback, my man. Also, I'll be looking at Alvin Kamara. I will be looking at Alvin Kamara. I expect a bounce back game from him. He took a lot of heat. Didn't do his press conference. He needs to bounce back. He deserves us a prime Alvin Kamara game this week. Honestly, after that performance he had against the 49ers, he literally, we deserve the best version of Alvin Kamara we've ever seen. That's how bad he played. So I'll definitely be looking at, how he responds to that bad game he had. Also, Caden Ellis, I'm looking at you now, man. You're a player at this point. we're gonna need you to be good. We're gonna need you to be good. You have to continue the way he's playing. Demario Davis is gonna have to step up a little bit. He's not playing bad. Every time I mention Demario Davis, I always have to add that caveat that he's not playing bad. But it's Demario Davis. We're expecting like all pro form. I know that's unfair, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm expecting Demario Davis to step up to the plate, play crazy against the Bucks. And on that defensive line, can somebody get a sack? Just one person. Look, hey, can just somebody get a sack? Can somebody make a good pass rush move and get a sack? We get so many, we almost got a sack. We almost got a sack. I'm tired of the almost sacks that leads to first downs, almost sack, lead to a touchdown, almost sack, lead to 30 yards. Can we actually get the sack? I know sacks are not like the greatest measurement for how good someone's playing as a defensive lineman, but Jesus Christ, can we get a sack? Like, have we had a team in 3rd and 16 or 3rd and 17 in ages? No, we haven't. Unless it's a penalty. Unless it's a penalty, we just don't do that because we can't rush the passer. We have Cam Jordan, who's coming back from injury, and Davenport was coming back from injury. So I get it. They were banged up. They were getting back into the flow of things, but absolutely no excuse. Somebody has to get to the passer. You got a guy that was 2 first-round picks on one side. You got a Hall of Famer on the other side. Somebody has to get to the passer. It's just simple as that. No excuses for those guys. Those guys need to step it up. Also, man, on a serious note, I need y'all to keep me in y'all prayers. Nothing's wrong. I just got to watch that Saints game film against the 49ers today. So, yeah, I need y'all to pray for me, man. That's going to be brutal. But I'll definitely have that later. I don't know how that's going to come out because we didn't really do anything on offense. So maybe it'll just be a defensive performance, in that game film breakdown because the offense did nothing to celebrate or, even put in there. I guess it's just going to be a low lights for the offense and then we'll do some good things for the defense. But other than that, I just don't understand. Blake Gilligan had a good day. He has more highlights than the Saints offense. So we'll talk about it. I'll break it down. I'll see what's going on out there, but it's not going to be pretty. They lucky I'm not mad right now because I would just go crazy on everyone again. But I think we're past that point. No rants. No more rants for me this year. I'm lying. The reality of this situation is the Saints are in the playoff hunt. They don't technically control their own destiny, but for the most part, they control their own destiny. They control their own destiny. If they play hard these last 5 games, like Dennis Allen said they will, which I believe they will. I mean, we could play hard. We're just not good. So it's a difference. So I think, if they come out, play hard, I honestly think this division is so shit that 7 or 8 wins might win it. That's how bad this is. That's literally how bad this division is, that 7 or 8 wins really might get this done this year. And that's absolutely disgusting. The first person at 8 wins is probably going to win this division. So, man, hey, if you can go 4-1, I don't know how we can because we haven't shown anything to get us to 4-1. You got a chance to win this division. If you beat the Bucks and you beat the Falcons, hey, man, you might be getting in the playoffs. And if you get in the playoffs, you'll be playing the Cowboys or the Giants or something like that. And I'm not even thinking about that right now because long shot for us. But it's a chance. It's a chance, man. So we'll see this week against the Bucks. I'll definitely have more on that this week. But I'm going to be looking at this game film breakdown in a little minute and just see what went wrong with this offense and see actually how this defense played pretty good, except we didn't rush the passer. So thank y'all for tuning in once again. It's DaBoot Tragedies, and I'm out.